morning, guys. Well, today's topic is Turkey hair transplant. So most of the patients were asking me make video on this, and most of the guys were giving me feedback on Turkey hair transplant. I just wanted to discuss about my experience with patients who underwent transplant at Turkey, and what are the feedbacks I got it. Is it worth going to Turkey for hair transplant, and why Turkey is most popular for getting hair transplant done? All these details I just wanted to make a video. Kindly watch the video until end. I'm sure you're going to get valuable information about Turkey hair transplant. Basically, most of the questions were from the patients were kind of, is it Turkey is good for transplant? Some guys were asking me why Turkey is popular. I think monthly at least couple of guys were asking me about this. I just want to make a video to just give you a basic information. What is going to happen in Turkey at transplant? Because I had enough feedback from the patients who had done transplant there. Number one, kindly remember why Turkey is most popular for the hair transplant. That's the main important thing you need to understand, because Turkey is geographically placed in between somewhere these European countries and towards the in the middle of the Asian countries and European countries and even Gulf countries. It's a very popular place for the tourism. Everyone knew it. Now, when it comes to the Turkey hair transplant, we need to understand few things. I imagine patients who wanted to get it done transplant in European countries. Usually, European doctors will charge more than 5 to 6 euros and even sometimes 9 euros for the graft. That means someone wanted to make a 6,000 grafts transplant would cost you more than 30 to 35,000 euros. It's a huge lot much money for someone to spend on a transplant in European countries. So that is the reason when it comes to the USA, each graft will be charged somewhere around $6 to $7. Even it goes to $8 to $9 in the best places. Again, it costs you same almost. So these are the main reason the European countries, people and Americans, whoever it is, really want to get in a cheap transplant somewhere nearby is Turkey is a destination. This is the main reason why people are looking at Turkey for the hair transplantation. Number two reason is Turkey government looking at it as a business. So Turkey government understood that the medical tourism has a lot of money, so that most of the Europeans will come and come for the tourism, and they want to get it in hair transplants. That money they get in indirect taxes to the government. So they're encouraging and given the little free rules for the doctors that anyone can do transplant in their country, unlike India. So India has only a couple of degrees guys can do the transplantation, whereas there kind of most of the doctors can do the transplant because government is going to get the money. So these are the two reasons. It's more encouraged by the government itself, and second reason is the people are all coming from the European countries to get it in cheaper transplant. For them, spending 30-35 lakhs in Indian currency, whereas in Turkey, it costs them only 5 to 6 lakhs less than that. And they also spend money for the tourism. They give a good package. So that's what most of the people are giving attention. Most of the people are getting it done in Turkey. So these are the two reasons majorly why Turkey is attracting most hair transplant patients. How does this hair transplant clinics or hospital system will work there? That one has to understand. Well, before that, let me try to explain in India how does it work, because here individual doctors can run the clinics in India. Otherwise, you can go to a corporate hospital where you have a special wing for hair transplant. Like that, you can do. When it comes to the Turkey, what happens is the investors, they dump a lot money beyond imagination. They dump money from different countries because it is a business for them. Unbelievably, they establish the clinic or hospital for the hair transplant purpose, where per day hundreds of surgeries will happen. So the investor is a different guy, not a doctor. So they will appoint the best doctors from around the world. Kindly remember, they get from USA, they get from India, they can get anywhere else in the world because they'll pay more and they get the doctor in-house. But kindly remember, this doctor doesn't do any surgery for you. There's a team of 200-300 people would be there and they would do surgery for you. But this doctor will be just in-house for namesake, for legal purpose. they will appoint one doctor there. So here investor is different, doctor is different, the person who is working on you is different. The doctor has no control on your transplantation because multiple number of transplants will happen. You don't even look at your case. So investor doesn't know who's going to operate on you. You doesn't know which doctor is going to sit in that clinic. So there are three parts: investor, a doctor, and the technical team. All these three teams, and the best team is advertisement team. A fourth one is advertisement team. They will arrange you all the things like car, for this accommodation and tourism packages. So these are the things will make you so lucrative, but your transplant will happen this way. So when you really want to do follow-ups, you really can't contact them because you have no direct contact with the clinic or a doctor itself. Probably local guys who are getting it done, they can get it done. But imagine you're from a different country. I don't think you can contact them later on after your transplantation. So that's a main reason you should think about it. What is your experience with these transplantations about Turkey? Something like we had already done a transplant, and what kind of experience we have is I've been seeing a lot of patients. I repaired a few cases, and surprising to my knowledge, the hairline design is so horrible that they have done kind of a transplant. Someone has done, they doesn't know ABCD of aesthetics, and about the come to the donor, totally depleted and spoiled, botched donor, because they would do transplant for age 21, 22, 24, because they don't even bother to help you about the forthcoming consequences. They simply want a patient that day. So if you are one, they would definitely remove all the grafts and plan erratic way. So I've seen with my own eyes and repaired few cases here. Most of the people gave me the feedback. After transplantation, no one ever contacted me. This is my outcome. So kind of a botched transplant, and I'm sure transplants are done by, I don't know, technicians looks like. So these transplants are really horrible. So this is what experience I had with a couple of patients, and they encouraged me to make a video also because they were telling, we don't know why the reason we went there, because we don't know, because we just fallen as a prey for this big time advertisements, whatever it is, a big time medical tourism package. So these are the things, feedback I got from the patients. Few, I really don't want to show their faces. I had a few patients to show you the very bad hairline and even the botched donor I observed. So once it is done, probably no other surgeon can repair your transplantation. And this is a major thing that happens in Turkey. And when it comes to the European doctors, I'm sure it is a major threat for them, because someone is charging 30 to 40 lakhs in European countries, whereas someone is charging 3 to 5 lakhs somewhere else. I'm sure 95% of the patients would go to Turkey and get it done. That's a major threat for European and American doctors. They are facing it. But quality-wise, it's at par. Definitely, they don't do good quality. Maybe they can accommodate best hotel for you, best car for you, best tourism for you, but not the best results. This hair transplant is a surgery. I think you have to go with the best surgeon than kind of a lucrative packages. Well, when it comes to, if you ask me a question, don't we have a good surgeons in Turkey? Definitely, there are very good clinics, very good surgeons. But unfortunately, fortunately, these best surgeons also charges as good as your European doctors. So again, you tend to fall as a prey for the lucrative packages. When it comes to Indians traveling to Turkey, someone is asking me, is it worth going there? I'm sure it is not worth going there, because you again spending 3 to 5 lakhs for your transplantation. You can get it done a best transplant in India with best surgeons. There are best surgeons that are available in India, because we got 140 crores population. We have really best surgeons around available in India. And by genetically, we have a nice sculpting hands. You can see on temples or wherever it is. So our genes has a sculpting hand. So I'm sure you would get a best surgeons there. The only thing is you need to search for the best surgeon and get it done. Lesser, cheaper than the Turkey. So and number two is, imagine when you meet a local doctor in India, probably you have a chance to talk to them directly before the consultation and during the surgery, and surgery done by him, and post-operative care even after 1 month, 1 year. You always have a chance to direct one-to-one contact to the clinic or doctor to get all the benefits and assurance from the clinics. That's the most important in a transplantation. So I would recommend most of the guys traveling to Turkey from India is not worth, because the visa price itself is more than 27,000 for Indians who travels to Turkey. So these are the things one should consider before getting into Turkey's transplant. Well, we can't say all Turkey doctors are bad, all Indian doctors are good. It's just kind of a basic general information that would really help you if someone is going for the Turkey transplant. So kindly watch the results. Kindly watch the results. Not only single patient. I've seen a massive advertisements from this Turkey and other countries because they spend a lot of money on the advertisements and show you a few patients. I'm really not sure are they really their patients. Okay, so only one video they show you and attract thousands of patients there. So kindly watch the series of videos about your doctor. Maybe one patient, second patient, third patient, like hundreds of that kind of videos. Kindly watch it to understand to estimate the doctor's caliber and surgery skills. Then you get a confidence to think about getting a transplant done, because it has to be looked at it this way. It's not the tourism, it's not the kind of vacation trip, it's a surgery. So surgery is always surgery. As a surgeon, I can feel it because at times we feel difficult to do a transplant surgery. So it all goes with the different patient to varies with person to person, patient to patient. But well, what I would recommend is kindly watch results, then make up your mind to decide whether to go to which clinic or not. That's really makes you kind of a selecting a best clinic. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.